Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Athletic summer camps are back at Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, baseball, basketball, cheer, soccer, softball, tennis, and volleyball throughout the months of May, June, and July. Spots are limited, and you know they'll be filling up fast. Visit the homepage of letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best camp here.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Good evening and roll Tribe, ICC fans, as it's playoff baseball here on the ICC Sports Network as game one of three possible games this week between ICC, the number 15 team in the country, and the Hinds Eagles. I'm joined in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth by the good Dr. Brad Boggs. And Dr. Boggs, this is a team that we're very familiar with this year. We've played them 3 times this season, ICC winning 2 of those 3. Hinds won the first meeting back in February with a walk-off 9-8 win. Then ICC swept the Eagles here in late April, winning game 1 6-5, and then winning game 2 2-0. And the thing that we liked the most about those games was the fact that that doubleheader was played in less than 4 hours.
Yeah, most definitely. And then of course they were played here at home, and
yep.
So those matches were here at Roy Crescent Field. Those last 2 games. And ICC, after, like you said, getting beat earlier in the year in February, which was a non-conference battle at that point, but we got beat in Raymond, got them back here at home to our place at Roy Crescent Field, and able to pick up the sweep that day. And as you mentioned, though, they were both close games. You know, you had a 6-5 affair that first game and then a 2-0 game that second game. And so close game. Hinds, they finished 8th in the MACCC with a .292 batting average. So, good matchups. It's a good night to come out and see some good baseball here at Roy Crescent Field.
Absolutely. ICC finished second in the league in the regular season, batting .336. So this is 2 teams that really get after each other. ICC comes in with a record of 33-11. Hinds comes in with a record of 27-22, but that's a very deceiving 27-22 for sure. They're calling out the starting lineups here right now, as we'll take a look at those later on in the broadcast. We do want to make a note for you. Will Verdong, who is a Southern Miss signee, he is 1 home run away from tying Tyreek Reed, Dustin Lunn, and Josh Graham in single season home runs. He's got 14 right now. And if he does hit that one, he will also tie Tyreek Reed with career home runs with his 25th. not out of the question. We would love to see him do it, but he's 15 behind Justin Bryant in career hits with 123, and he's 15 also behind JB with career RBIs. He's at 104. So, you look at a guy like Will Verdong, he's really left his mark on the program.
Yeah, he really has. Will's come in and, came in last year as a freshman and had an excellent year for us, but then, had that year of growth there and then in college ball and, did an excellent job, but came back and has been that leader for the team. And he is that leader for the team. And, heck, Adam, I think one night we sat here and watched him hit 3 home runs in one game. And, when that bat is hot of Verdong, the one thing we've learned is when his bat gets hot and he's seeing that baseball's coming up there like a beach ball. And he's hitting any and everything. And so he has been a true leader for the baseball team. But you know what? I was also at the academic awards ceremony for students the other night earlier this week. And Will Verdong also earned an award there. I think it was the HPR award for health for that department. So he also has the academics that's backing it up too.
Absolutely. Southern Miss fans hoping he's going to cool off a little bit so they actually get to see him in Hattiesburg after this. Let's take you to the field for tonight's starting lineup here for the Indians, and then followed by the national anthem.
In right field, number 29, Jackson Settlemyers. Center field, number 9, Ty Robertson. Left field, number 2, Jackson Lee. First base, number 17, Bo Rock. Second base, number 35, Drew Capabianco. Shortstop, number 34, Matthew Martinoli. Third base, number 16, Will Verdong. Catcher, number 14, Dre Bain. Pitcher, number 18, Ben Davis. And DH, number 25, Dre McRae. Please rise for the national anthem.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we put the brakes here on the Davis
Putting
Ford
on for the
pregame show.
Eagles, number 8, Connor Chisholm.
And get ready for this First American National Bank opening pitch here between ICC and the Hinds Eagles, game 1 of 3 possibly here in Fulton. As the First American National Bank opening pitch is in there for strike 1. It comes your way at 6 o'clock, so that's a straight up 6 o'clock First American National Bank opening pitch here for game 1. That pitch going to miss inside for a ball. We'll give you tonight's starting lineups in the exchange of innings. But before we do that, it's going to be Connor Chisholm, Tyler Janus, and Clay Benson scheduled up here. And it's Ben Davis getting the start here. As this is going to be a fly ball out to right field, squeezed and out.
Yeah, it's a big out there, Adam, to start the game because, Connor Chisholm comes in the game here tied for second MACCC with a .424 batting average. The biggest thing, though, he's tied for first in the MACCC with 30 steals. Got some wheels on him. We kept him off the base right there. Big out.
And so now this will be Janice, the catcher, coming to the plate. Takes that first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Lights are on here at Crescent Field, and this pitch is going to be popped up. This time the center fielder is going to kind of bounce back and jog in a little bit and make the play for out number 2. We always talk about when the lights are on here at Crescent Field, it's a very special atmosphere, but you add the intensity of the playoffs to it. We got some fun baseball ahead of us, Brad.
Yeah, looking forward to this 3-game series here, our best of 3. And so tonight's the kickoff, and first pitch swinging right there. That's grounded to second to Capobianco, and that's 3 up, 3 down, Adam.
That's what the Indians needed to start right there, and Ben Davis feels really good after just throwing a very few pitches there in the inning. So we're going to keep it here and give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And Brad, you want to take them or you want me to?
I can go. Which one do you want me to start with?
Let's start with the Eagles.
All right, let's do the Eagles. As mentioned, the first, of course, had the 3 up, 3 down. You got Connor Chisholm in left field leading off. Then you got Tyler Janos. He is behind the plate tonight. Batting third, you got Clay Benson at first. Then you got Dylan Coleman batting in the cleanup spot. He is the third baseman tonight for them. And, of course, Dylan is the current MACCC Player of the Week and holds a lot of different types of dignitaries and accolades here that we'll go over during the game. Evan McCarthy is batting fifth as the DH spot. Then you got Tom Lee at shortstop. Elijah Thompson comes in behind him at second. Cameron Hill is in right tonight. And then Ashton Johnson in the ninth spot in center field. On the mound for the Eagles is Connor Nation, number 11, Connor Nation. And Connor is from Madison, played his ball at Madison Central. And Connor is a left-handed pitcher. He is 3-1 on the year, got 43 innings pitched, giving up 40 hits on 25 runs, does have 24 base on balls, 40 Ks to his credit, a 3.56 ERA.
And those are some Samstown market stats there on our starting pitcher, Connor Nation. I believe we saw him in that doubleheader to wrap up the end of the season there. Now let's take a look at your starting lineup for the ICC Indians. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Collier hopes he's got that same winning combination put together tonight here, Brad.
I got Drew Capobianco leading off tonight. He's a second baseman, and then Matthew Martinowicz following him at short. Will Verdun coming into the third spot at third. Jackson Suttlemeyer's in the cleanup position in right field. Fifth, Jackson Lee in left. Then you got Bo Rock at first base. Following him is Gray Bain behind the plate doing the catching duties. Then you got Dre McCray DHing tonight. Batting ninth, Ty Robertson in center field. And as we mentioned, number 18, Ben Davis on the mound.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups as that pitch from Capo Bianco is fouled off and out of play into the parking lot. Cap is a switch hitter batting from the right side here with Nation. As that pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I think the Indians faced Nation. Don't know if it was that series. I'm going to say here at home it was, as that one's fouled back too. Still 0-2 count. The Indians faced Nation, and I'm not looking at my prior statistics because probably, Adam, I threw them away, knowing me. But I know they have faced him as that ball is chopped to third. That's foul.
So foul ball there. I was starting to flip through my stats to see if I might have the book here, but
you're right. He is a left-handed pitcher. That does force Drew to go to the right side of the plate, which, of course, that's what the Indians, I'm sure, have worked on all week, is facing a left-handed pitcher. That's ball one that's going to be low and on the low in the dirt there. But, it adjusts. You make your adjustments at the plate to what kind of pitcher. They've got their pitching charts. As that's ball two, it's high and outside. But they've got their stats. They've got their statistics, what they looked at when Connor pitched here before.
So 2-2 now is the count. This pitch swung on and fouled back. Nice job by Cap to find a piece of that one and keep the at-bat alive. See his brothers here to support him tonight. He's, I believe it's down Mississippi College is where he's playing college ball. So
yeah, Bryce played here for us, and former player was here last year, and so glad to see him back with us as Drew keeps battling up there. I like that. This is a good leadoff bat right now because throwing a lot of pitches, forcing Nation to throw a lot of pitches. He's fouling a lot of pitches off, so it's a good leadoff bat. You still got a 2-2 count.
2-2 pitch on its way. Big looping curveball and just didn't quite turn in enough. 3-2 now is the count.
No, it just started way too far outside to break back in to catch the part of the plate, so good eye.
This 3-2 pitch, foul back, and a nice battle going here between Nation and Capo Bianco. And as you said, Brad, the leadoff guy is to get on and to see some pitches and let the guys behind you pick up on some, and he's done that so far. 3-2 pitch on its way. This one popped up. Left fielder's going to jog over and will camp under it and squeeze it for the out.
Yeah, although that was an out, I still consider that a good quality at bat for Drew right there because he saw a lot of pitches. Again, forced Connor to throw a lot and saw a lot, so he can go back to the dugout, as you mentioned, and educate the guys behind him on what they need to do, what he saw, and I think that's where it's important. He just caught a pitch that was up in the zone a little bit, one that he felt like he needed to swing at, and just muscled it out there to left field.
This is the shortstop, Matthew Martinowicz, coming to the plate. Takes that first pitch low for a ball. Marty has been in that number 2 spot and shortstop all season long. He's heading to Delta State next year. He's going to wear one for the team.
He's hit by a pitch right there, so he's going to get on first. It's going to be our first base runner of the night for both teams right there. And so the Indians strike first with getting someone on base. Now that's going to bring up Will Verdun.
Yeah, Will was our Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi spotlight athlete in the Davis Ford pregame show. And you don't have to talk much about what this kid's done all season because, one, his bat and glove have been doing the talking for him.
Yeah, he is. He's just one of those special players. That's ball one outside, but he's just one of those special players, too, that no matter what, he's a special player, but he's a special student. We're going to miss him as a whole here at Etowama.
1-0 is the count here to Verdun. There is one out and a runner at first. That pitch missing inside. 2-0 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there. Good patience by Verdun. Get up there, take 2 pitches. Again, got Martinowicz at first. Only one out right now, and so taking some pitches there. Again, forcing Nation to throw more.
And this one hammered and foul out of play, and see it Will's reaction after that. He knows he just missed that one.
Yeah, just missed that one. It was a good pitch right there that he knew that he needed to swing at. Just missed it, and a little late on that one, fouled it off. As that was, so I got to throw over to first to check up on Martinowicz and did not get him back in safe, but fouled it off into the parking lot. Did Verdun.
Yeah, don't imagine we'll see very many big leads over there, especially with Nation being a lefty. But there is 3 umpires in this best-of-3 series, as that pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count, as the umpire kind of called it like it was strike 3 that time. But the reason we said that, during the regular season, there's only been 2 umpires, so one umpire's job will be strictly to make sure there's no balks.
Smashed.
And this one might be the tying home run we were talking about. No, just missed it there. That was ripped. And I'm going to apologize for Verdung. I might have jinxed him on that one.
No, look, Gore, when that left the bat, it had every look of it was fixing to leave this ballpark. So he smashed it. I even said that when he hit it. So well hit ball, long out.
So now this is going to bring up Jackson Settlemeyer to the plate. And, you know, we talked about Verdung and what he's done all season long. I tell you what, Jackson Settlemeyer has been red hot to close out the regular season.
Yeah, most nice right there. He keeps it going right there. He just smashed it down third base line, gets past the third baseman. That's a hit, and that's a 2-out hit right there. Now you're going to have runners at first and second with Jackson Lee. And, yes, you're correct, Gore. Jackson Settlemeyer continues to be on a tear with the bat.
And I really like it when batters make me look like I know what I'm talking about. That was a 2-out single there off the bat of Settlemeyer's. And this will bring Jackson Lee coming to the plate now. Lee playing in left field with runners at first and second. Indians trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the inning. The Eagles looking for the exit. That first pitch is going to miss low and inside for a ball.
Yeah, I'd love to take an opportunity here for the Indians to get this first run on the board and strike first. And now that you got Martin Olich in scoring position, got some wheels out there. It'd be good to drop a hit out there in the outfield or ground that one in between first and second. They're going to send Martin Olich, going to test the arm of the right fielder.
And the throw is going to be cut off. Now they're going to go to third. They're going to get the guy at third, but the run, I believe, will score. Yes, it will. And ICC takes the 1-0 lead here after 1. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science. Do something.
Come on.
He's dancing! Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we shift to the top of the second inning, ICC was able to score the run before Hinds got that third out. That third out, for those of you that are scoring at home, was Jackson Settlemeyer trying to advance to third. He was retired 9-4-5 to end the inning. So this will be Coleman coming to the plate here as strike 1.
Yeah, good pitch right there, off-speed pitch, had him out in front. And Coleman, as that one's fouled off, Coleman is another tough out for the Hinds Eagles. He is currently third in the MACCC with a .410 batting average. He has 14 home runs, third in the MACCC there, and second with 62 RBIs.
That pitch just missing low. 1-2 now is the count. Yeah, there's a lot of heavy sticks in this lineup for both teams. A lot of those guys sitting in the top 10 of stats throughout the conference as well. 1-2 pitch on its way. Off speed, missing 2-2 now is the count.
Good pitch there. Now, I didn't cover Ben's statistics. He's a freshman out of Boonville, played his ball at Boonville High School. He's got 11 appearances on the year. He's got a 5-2 record as that pitch is skied out toward right field. And Settlemeyer's camps under it, makes the catch for the first out. 5-2 record there for Ben Davis, 50 1/3 inning pitched, giving up 51 hits,
Number
34 runs,
27,
17
Evan
base on
McCarthy.
balls to 42 Ks. Good K to base on ball ratio there, 4.11 ERA.
So with one out now, this is going to be McCarthy, Evan McCarthy, the DH, coming to the plate. Hammers this one, trouble, and we've got a tie ball game.
Yeah, he hammered that first pitch, as you mentioned it, and just sent it out to left field line down there. I'm going to say probably about 333, 334 down there, and so smashed that out of there. That quickly ties the game.
Yeah, that was on a rope, as you said, not very far over the fence, but it was one of those that was like a rocket. When it got off the bat, it took off, and big answer, though, there by Hinds after giving up the run in the bottom of the first. They answer back to get it back here with one out in the top of the second. This will be the shortstop, Tom Lee, coming to the plate.
Yeah, that's McCarthy's 7th home run on the year coming in today. Today was 6. That gets him his 7th home run on the year and his 34th RBI.
And Davis misses with that pitch outside for a ball. Lee, the shortstop, batting in the 6th spot. There is one out, nobody on. 1-1 is the score. Off-speed pitch. Ooh, looked good, but said it was a little bit up high for the umpire's liking. 2-0 now is the count.
Now, if this is where you're being now, you got to battle back. You got to put that behind you. That's gone. It's a 2-0 count, but you know this is a true test to Ben, and that's a good pitch right there. And he fouls it off, so that's strike one. Fouls it off down the third base line. But you got to continue to battle out there. It's back to a even game now, back where you started. 1-1 game now. So again, keep battling out there if you're Ben.
And this one hammered to center field. Center fielder's going to jog back and will squeeze it for out number 2. So 2 away now, and this will bring up Elijah Thompson, the second baseman, to the plate.
And that's what I like about Ben, and I mentioned his K base on ball ratio. You know, he's only walked 17 on the year. That's important. You got to let those guys swing the bats. You got to let them hit. As good of bats as they're swinging, you got to let them swing the bats, as that's ball 1 right there on the outside part of the plate. You can't put people on.
So 1-0 is the count here. 1-1 is the score. We're in the top of the second. Now this pitch popped up, and looks like he's going to be the right fielder, able to jog in and make the play. He will. And so the Indians bounce back after giving up that solo home run to get a fly ball to center and a fly ball to right to end the top of the second. 1-1 is the score. We're going to take the timeout and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we head to the bottom of the second inning for ICC, 6, 7, 8 batters due up, and Bo Rock's going to start us off with a single down the line, and a good start there by Rock.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there. First pitch swinging there, lefty on lefty with Bo Rock, and he took that pitch over the third baseman's head and lined it down out into left field. Gets a clean single right there. Good job out there and left by Chisholm out there for Hinds to cut that ball off, hold it to a single. So great job, great start for the Indians here in the second inning.
And that is technically the third straight hit for the Indians, with the runner being caught trying to advance to third. And now this is going to be Gray Bain, the catcher, who is committed to Southern Miss, coming to the plate now. Runner at first. Swings the first pitch he sees, and it's going to be a foul ball down the line for strike one.
Yeah, good idea right there. Just a little bit more to the right here. just a shade more, and he's got them a single that's going just past the third baseman down the line there that ends up in the corner. That's extra bases.
That pitch is going to miss outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. We do want to welcome those that are watching in favor of the Indians and members of the ICC family all across the country, and also want to say a special hello to those that are watching in favor of Hinds this evening. As this ball hit, but it's going to go foul, and that's going to be strike 2.
Yeah, I think Hinds is probably glad that one's going foul. He smashed that one on a rope out there, and that would have been a 2-run shot. Again, he's out in front right now. Bain is out in front. 1-2 count, excuse me, here. Let's be interested to see what kind of pitch he throws. Had him reach.
Catches a piece of it. Going to be trouble here. Catcher's going to get it down and get the out. Runner does advance in that situation, so kind of technically works like a sacrifice bunt there. Now there's one out in the inning.
Yeah, great job there, too, on the part of Janos by Hinds. You kind of taught to pop up right there as a catcher, and you got to on those little choppers out in front of the plate. Chopped, he's able to pop up because that's his throw. It's his area to field it and get that out. But you do have a runner. Bo Rock advanced to second.
This is McRae at the plate. Swings on the first pitch he sees. This one popped up. Center fielder basically just stayed put, and Bo faked like he was going to try to go to third and just heads back to second to draw the throw. And so now with 2 outs, this will be Ty Robertson coming to the plate. As I said, where I'm from, that's how you say it. It's not Robertson. It's Robertson is really how you say it. But in my neck of the woods, you're a Robertson.
And he's a Blue Mountain commit, as we've mentioned all year, and one of many signees and commits that ICC has on this team this year. Good pitch, good breaking pitch there. Just dropped a little too low to be called a strike. 1-0 is a count there to Ty. Again, Ty has the speed, so Ty can also serve as, get him on base. That could be trouble, especially if we get Drew coming up behind him.
So the 1-0 pitch coming, swung on, and it's going to get through. And they're going to test the arm here. Rock's going to go. The throw is going to be down the line. The run will count, and Robertson is safe.
That's what I call gutsy baseball. That's playoff baseball. That's having confidence, and what that's doing is building your confidence for your team. You're sending Bo Rock home on that because the left fielder is charging on that, Adam. That's a charge. He's coming in close to the shortstop right there. So the left fielder is shallow. So you're testing that arm on a shallow throw that the left fielder ought to be able to throw through and hit the catcher here. Instead, they cut that pitch off, cut that throw off. Ty has enough speed to get under the throw at second. Now you still have a runner in scoring position with Drew Capobianco up.
Drew looks at that first pitch. It's in there for a strike. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. And, we talk about the players being ready for the playoffs. Well, Coach Collier is already in playoff mode as well. You don't see him taking those type of chances during the regular season, as there's a breaking pitch. Don't know where that one missed, but a ball was called there. That was a good-looking pitch. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, I like the aggressive style. I mean, that's what you got to do when you come out in the playoff baseball. This is the play-in series. And that was chopped foul down the third base line there, back toward the dugout. You got to get ready. This is to see who goes on to Eunice and plays in the Region 23 tournament. So this is big-time baseball.
So after Hinds answers with a solo home run to tie it up, the Indians answer with that RBI single by Robertson, who advanced to second on the throw. Ball in the dirt. Ty stays put, and it's now 2-2.
Yeah, good eye there by Drew. Again, a good at-bat here. He's working on another good at-bat as he did his first at-bat when he did fly out to left field. But got a 2-2 count, 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And a runner on second. Now the pitch is on its way. Hammered up the middle. Shortstop's going to find it. Throw across the way is low, but a nice stretch and dig across the way for the out. Score that 6-3 on the putout of Cap. But the Indians answer back with a run of their own there in the bottom of the second. We'll take a break. The second inning being brought to you by the Bank of Okolona, Bank Okolona, proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get now to the top of the third inning. We talked about the second inning was being brought to you by Bank Okolona. They are your hometown bank that has been serving Chickasaw County and the surrounding areas for more than 75 years. Whether it's a personal deposit account or a business loan, the Bank Okolona can help you. Just visit bankokolona.com. Well, Brad, we're getting set here for the third inning. Ben Davis on the hill. He's given up a solo home run, but other than that, it's just been 2 fly balls to center, 2 fly balls to right, and a ground ball to second. So productive on the mound so far.
Yeah, very productive, and there's only been 1 walk on the day, and that was by Hinds, and that was a hit by pitch, and that was Martin Olich. So both pitchers are throwing strikes and are in there to battle as that's ball 1 right there, 1-1 count on Cameron Hill here. But both pitchers are coming out, and they're throwing strikes.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. As that pitch in there for a strike is Cameron Hill, the right fielder. 8-9-1 batters due up here for Hinds in the third. Johnson is up next, and we'll flip it back to the top in Chisholm. There's a ground ball. Second baseman makes the diving attempt at it, but can't grab it. And that'll be a leadoff single there by Hill.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. Took that pitch that was on the outside part of the plate and just drove it where it came from. And Drew wasn't able to make it back over in time and took a dive and stab at it and wasn't able to get there in time to get it. So good clean single right there by Hill to start off the inning for the Eagles.
And now this is Ashton Johnson coming to the plate. He's going to show bunt, pull back, and take that one for a ball. Head coach of the Eagles is Dan Reeves, good buddy of mine. He used to coach and be the SID down at Delta. Of course, he was an assistant coach for a while down at Hinds as well, and now back running that program as there's a breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Good breaking pitch on the part of Ben Davis. And so that's a 1-1 count now.
So 1-1 is the count. There is a runner at first after a leadoff single. Johnson at the plate. And that one, beautiful pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, great pitch right there. Ahead in the count here. 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs now. It did have a leadoff single there by Cameron Hill for the Eagles.
So Davis set to deliver the pitch. Looks at the runner, now delivers. Missing low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss. Good block up there by Bain to keep the runner at first. Just couldn't get him to chase a curve in the dirt.
No, couldn't get him to chase that outside pitch. Good patience there by Ashton Johnson and making sure that he's not swinging at balls outside the strike zone.
And there's a breaking pitch that just didn't quite turn over. So we're starting to get the feel for the umpire's strike zone. Doesn't necessarily like them low, more of a midway up the thigh type strike zone versus the knees. 3-2 is the count. Davis getting set to deliver.
Runner goes.
Runner goes and strikeout, but they can't throw him out, so it will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout there for the first out of the inning. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. We invite you to visit renaissancebank.com to find out why. So now we'll go back to the top of the lineup, and Connor Chisholm, who flew out to right field in the first at bat of the ball game.
It should be Hill's 4th stolen base on the year. Obviously, of course, their team leader, as we mentioned earlier, is well out in front, which is Chisholm, who is up to bat now, who has 30.
That's that's pretty good.
that's real good when you got 30 stolen bases on a year thus far.
And so that first pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Chisholm. He's going to foul this one off, and even up the count now at 1-1. Well, that's what you want right now, though, if you happen to be playing Hinds. You want somebody on in front of him to kind of neutralize his ability to steal.
Definitely, but we do keep in mind, of course, Chisholm has 67 hits on the year. That's 4th in the MACCC as well, so he could easily drop a hit out there in the outfield. and somebody trying to call balk. They didn't. But anyway, he could easily drop one out there. And, of course, they've got a runner in scoring position with Hill.
So waiting the 1-1 offering here. It's on its way, and it's up high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Chisholm and Janis is on deck. Both those guys flew out to just routine fly balls out to right and center in their first at-bats. Runner at second. That pitch missing outside. 3-1 now is the count. Really, first time today we've seen Davis kind of labor a little bit here to a batter.
Yeah, he is. Definitely is. Of course, had a hit to lead off the inning, that single. But got to keep battling here. Definitely don't want to give Chisholm a free pass here and put extra speed on the base paths for the Eagles.
A little bit of a long stare now. Now Davis delivers. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Now the count goes full at 3-2.
Yeah, good way to battle back there. Brings the count back to full. Good at bat by Chisholm here, though, too, to run the count to full. Doing the same thing we talked about what Capianco did for us here early in the game, making Ben throw a lot of pitches and does walking.
And that pitch is going to drift high, and that'll go for ball 4. So a nice job there by Chisholm to draw the walk. Put runners on first and second. And with one out in the inning, this is going to be Janis coming to the plate.
Number 4, Tyler Janis.
I think even in our other doubleheader, we've called him a little bit of everything. So Janis, TJ.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone who would feel free to correct us, because we definitely don't like to butcher names, but I'm the world's worst, but that's ball 1. But that's what we're taking it as is Janis. And anyway, he takes ball 1 there. He does come into the day earlier with a .244 batting average, .329 on base percentage.
So 1-0 is the count. We're in the top of the third. Actually got the score backwards here, folks, so let me apologize for that. It's actually 2-1 ICC.
And Janis fouls that one down the third base side, so got a 1-1 count here.
And so 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runners at first and second here for Hinds. This pitch is fouled back off the netting for strike 2.
Good pitch right there, really was. He stuck the bat out there to try to, just kind of poke something out there and possibly even line something over the first baseman side over there, first and second baseman side. Wasn't able to, just got a piece of it and able to foul it back ahead 1-2.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch now here from Davis. Checks the runner. This one's going to be lifted. Could be trouble. Left fielder's coming on and makes the play. The throw to second. Closer than Hinds fans would have liked there, as he was able to dive back safely, but good job out there by Lee in left. He had a long way to go and a short time to get there, and, well, he was able to get it.
Yeah, playing a little deeper than what that hit off the bat afforded right there. It just kind of was fixing to kind of drop out there, but Lee did a great job of tracking that one down. No way that Hill over there was going to be tagging at second. Just kind of had him caught in no man's land as close as he was to third base.
And now this is Benson at the plate. Sends this one out to left, and he's dancing around and makes the play on the warning track. A adventurous out number 3 there, but the Indians do get out of the inning with no damage done. For ICC to be the 2-3-4 batters when we come back. We're going to take a break and hear from Renaissance Bank and more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
How do we know you'll love pretzel crust? Because this person begged us to never tease them again about their precious pretzel crust. Well, guess what? Pretzel crust is back! Or is it? Nah, seriously, it's back. Maybe. No, it's back. Pizza. Maybe.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set down to shift to the bottom of the third inning for ICC to be Matthew Martin-Knowledge, Will Verdong, and Jackson Settlemyers coming to the plate here. Indians lead it 2-1, despite what my scoreboard has been saying. Adam Moore, Dr. Brad Bond bring this action here. Game one of possibly three here in Fulton for the best of three series to head down to Eunice for the Region 23 tournament. As there was a big healthy swing and a miss there for strike one.
Yeah, good to see. We've got a good crowd out here tonight. Got fan support out here. I know ICC students are coming out for the game, and I say that, you say, well, you would think they would. Well, you know, tomorrow's the last day of exams, and they have to check out to the dorms tomorrow, so a lot of students have gone home. That's ball one right there in the dirt. A lot of students going home today, and it's good to see the support of students, but Hinds has brought out a good people, too. Good crowd out here tonight at the park.
Yeah, it just adds to what is already a special environment here at Crescent Field. That pitch inside missing for a ball. Nearly hit Martin-Knowledge, and that's what happened in his first at-bat, was hit by a pitch. Eventually came around to score on a RBI single by Jackson Lee.
Smoke.
And that one's going to be down. That should be good for a Davis Ford double, as Martin-Knowledge rounding first and will stand up at second for a leadoff Davis Ford double there for the Indians.
Yeah, I don't know. The way he swings the bat, it is just amazing to me, Martin-Knowledge. That boy can hit. That is all I can say. He can hit, and he takes some pitches that I'm seeing, like that pitch right there that was thrown. It was kind of at a different spot. It was kind of low there, not bad low, but low. And that dude got down there and got that pitch, and he drove it out there to left field and hit it solid. And it was kind of on the inside part of the plate. So, I mean, Martin-Knowledge can hit as Verdung's at the plate, and he takes ball one. But I just keep continuing to be impressed. And you know what? That's the reason why Delta State's impressed as well.
Absolutely. Delta State fans are going to love having him in their lineup over the next few years, as that first pitch missing low for a ball here to Will Verdong. 1-0 is the count. No outs. Runner at second. ICC leading this one 2-1. Hard hit ground ball that's going to go foul. We talk about that Davis Ford double. We do want to remind you that if you're looking for your next new or used vehicle, look no further than Davis Ford. They're located at 904 West Main Street, basically right behind us here in the press box. Or you can visit them online at davisfordsales.com to experience the Davis Ford difference. So we have flare out to the right side. Right fielder will jog back, make the play, and the runner should be able to advance to third. This throw is going to be offline. And so runner does advance there, and a productive out for the Indians.
Yeah, good job there. And Martin-Knowledge was able to advance to third. You do have one out on the inning now. But that does have Martin-Knowledge at third with only one out, with Settlemyers up.
And that pitch, right at his head there, and Settlemyers ducks out of the way in a hurry. 1-0 is the count here. Well, Jackson had a single but was thrown out trying to advance to third. Fouls this one off. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, out in front of that pitch. And Verdung, back to Verdung, he did what he needed to do. That's what you do in that situation. You got a left-handed pitcher. You take that ball to the right side of the field. You're able to advance the runner, especially with no outs. And so now there is one out, but he was able to advance the runner over to third.
This one hit hard, deep. Is it going to be deep enough? Yes, it is. 2-run home run off the bat of Jackson Settlemyers.
Staying hot.
As we said, he was one of the hotter bats coming into the postseason play and staying hot on this one.
That's going to be Settlemeyer's 8th home run on the year, and that's going to give him 43 RBIs on the year after that smash right there. So great job. That puts 2 more runs on the board for the Indians, and they now lead 4-1.
Time is being called here by the infield umpire, and hold everything as they're going to talk it over here, and Coach Collier quickly coming in behind them. And well, there is an extra umpire, so they do have an extra set of eyes on the field. And this don't look good because Coach Collier almost giving himself whiplash right now, shaking his head no. And the first base umpire's over there almost like he's pleading his case, trying to talk Coach Collier into it.
Coach McCrory is coming up right here now.
Yeah.
Something may have happened with McCrory.
He might be coming up to back up Coach Collier here just to.
Cut the music on. Cut the music on.
Don't know what's.
Cut the music on.
Don't know really what the deal is. As Coach Collier's going over to talk to his team right now.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. I don't.
Runs stay on the board, looks like, though. It's still 4-1.
They hadn't told us any different. As this is going to be a foul ball into the parking lot, as this is Jackson Lee at the plate. Don't know if there was a warning or what. We'll try to get some clarification. As that pitch a ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know exactly what happened there.
Coach Collier's still having a conversation with the third base umpire, and I mean, I didn't see anything, and
I didn't either.
Yeah. So 1-1 is the count. The breaking pitch is a beauty in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here at Jackson Lee.
Yeah, Nation's been throwing that pitch to right-handers, and it's kind of been staying outside the zone right there. That one broke back in. Good pitch right there. As that one now is lined out to right. Oh, had an opportunity there to drop, but good job there by Jackson Lee to put good bat on the ball, but also good job out there in right field by Cameron Hill to get the second out of the inning.
So that line out to right, as Brad mentioned, is the second out of the inning. And now this will be Bo Rock, who singled and scored a run in his only at bat so far in the game. As we've messaged down to Lee Adams to find out what was going on. And Rick talked to the team after the home run. There was really no excessive celebration that we haven't seen all season long. They do a run, jump, and kind of a lock arms type celebration as that pitch missing low and outside for a ball.
Yeah, I'm again not certain what it is, and I'm trying to see if I can see where Lee is down there. And
he's usually on that little platform down there. But if that first base umpire don't like that, then, man, we could be in for a long week.
Yeah, that's a 3-1. Good job there by Bo. He was taken all the way there on that 3-0 count. So 3-1 count now.
This one fouled back. Got a piece of it, but 3-2 now is the count. So a nice job there by Nation to battle back. There's going to be a ground ball. First baseman backhands it and going to toss it over and get the out. 3-1 to end the inning. We'll take a break and see if we can find out what the heck happened. Be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
How do we know you'll love pretzel crust? Because this person begged us to never tease them again about their precious pretzel crust. Well, guess what? Pretzel crust is back! Or is it? Nah, seriously, it's back. Maybe. No, it's back.
Pizza.
Maybe.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the fourth inning. ICC leads it 4-1, so we did get an explanation. It was on the celebration, but we don't know if it was on a supposed bat flip or if it was the way the team celebrated like they have all season after a home run. But
Number 14, Dylan Coleman.
Man.
Yeah.
Just a warning was given, though.
That's right, just a warning. So, again, runs stay on the board. No one was ejected or anything like that. So,
as this is going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters, Coleman, McCarthy, and Lee scheduled up here for Hinds. That first pitch from Davis, missing low for a ball.
Yeah, Coleman's going to line. That's going to be a single out there to center field. And that's going to be a leadoff. Their leadoff hitter batter here on base there for this inning to lead off here on the fourth.
Second straight time they've got the leadoff batter on.
Number 27,
and now this will bring McCarthy, who hit a home run, and his last, or only at bat, I should say, it was an absolute rocket that snuck out of the ballpark, so he'll dig in here.
And got him waving at that pitch. Good pitch there. Had him guessing and had him off balance there, and so good pitch. That's an 0-1 count. No outs here, still in the top of the fourth.
4-1 is your score. ICC with the lead here in game one of the best-of-3 series. Breaking pitch, just missing high for a ball.
Yeah, it's a good breaking pitch. I guess it's just a little up to the umpire's liking. 1-1 count.
So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs and a runner on first here for the Eagles. That pitch in the dirt gets away, and the runner will be able to advance.
Yeah, it got away from Bain there, kind of bounced out toward the third base side here, or toward the Indian dugout. Way too far where Bain wasn't able to recover enough to even get a throw on it. So easily Coleman was able to advance to second.
So 2-1 is the count. As the pitch on its way, that one misses on the corner. 3-1 now is the count. All right, so here we go. So we've got a little explanation here from Coach Andy Kirk, who is watching. We'll talk about it after this pitch, and it's a pretty good little breakdown from Coach Kirk. That's going to miss low, and that's going to be a walk. So what Coach Kirk said on the rules on the bat toss, let me get my phone woke back up here. Rules is now that it cannot be tossed higher than the shoulder, and he was close heading down to first base. So first a warning, then an ejection. So if you toss the bat higher than your shoulder, that could get a fussing at from the first base umpire. And if you're like me, well, that just means you better lay the bat down because you don't have a whole lot of room to toss it after hitting a home run.
They square the bunt, gets the bunt down, but it's going to be enough to get the runner out at third. So,
and
but
the throw gets away to first. So it'll be a fielder's choice, and the runners will be able to advance in that situation.
So they still get able to advance. You get the lead runner out at third, but when Verdun fired over to first to try to get the double play, ball in the dirt, and the Indians weren't able to recover. So the runners are able to advance to second and third.
Yep.
So basically same thing.
Yep. So they advance on the error there on the throw, but the Indians are able to get an out.
Number 9, Elijah Thompson.
I'm going to tell you, Gore.
You tell me.
If we've got an umpire who's out there measuring how high somebody throws a dead-gum bat and to see if it goes over somebody's shoulder, and they got a tape measure out there, and that's what they're worried about. That I get it. Rules. If that one's fouled back, But if that's what we're worried about here in a playoff game, it's going to make sure that nobody throws a bat higher than their shoulders. Now, if he chunked the thing up to the ceiling,
or chunked it towards Hinds or something like that, then I'm with you. And I'd be saying the same thing if this warning was given to Hinds right now.
Sure, I would too.
It was nothing just malicious, but there's a lot more other things to worry about than that. 1-1 pitch on its way. It's right down Broadway in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. Appreciate Coach Kurt.
Absolutely.
Letting us know on that rule. So many rule changes, we can't keep up with them. He's our rules expert. That's what we're going to do. You always hear on like ESPN and NBC, they always cut to that one person to explain the rules. That's Andy Kurt.
Well, I was watching the ball. I didn't even watch the bat flip. I was watching the ball just travel out of the park. And, of course, I'm sure that I know there was one, but I wasn't even paying attention to a bat flip.
Either.
But glad that Coach Kirk was because, again, gave us this good explanation where we can, has that been swung out, waved at, if you want to call it that, for strike 3.
That was a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for the second out of the inning as Thompson was completely fooled on that one. Second strikeout of the game there for Davis. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com.
Coach Kirk is down there. I don't know if he is or not, but I saw somebody bring something fried up into the stands, and strike 1. Apparently, Brother Chris is frying up something. I can smell it in the concession stand.
He broke out the bacon not too long ago, so that might be what it is.
Well, this young lady in front of me, that's strike 2. Good pitch over there. Maybe she's got something fried, like a chicken on the stick.
Chicken on the stick. Now, he has broke those out as well. So
that's what he's got. I'm getting assurance. That's what he's got, and it smells good.
0-2 pitch, foul back, and we'll stay at 0-2 here. Runners at second and third. ICC leading it 4-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Trying to get out of this jam here with no damage done. Eagles trying to spark a 2-out rally. This is going to be on a rope, and that's going to be foul ball. Ooh.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there by Thompson to drive that ball down the right field side there. I'm sorry, that's Hill. My apologies. I was wrong on top. I looked the wrong play.
Thompson struck out. Yeah, that's Hill.
But that was a great piece of hitting right there by Hill. Good thought as just did it down the third base side. So rip one down the right field side here, foul, and rip one now down the left field side, foul. So he's on Ben right now. So you need to be careful with the pitch you're throwing if you're Ben up there. You do have an 0-2 count, and there's no reason to throw one close to the zone right now.
0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time strikeout there as the Indians get back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts to get out of that jam with no damage done. We'll take a break and be back with the bottom of the 4th right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC leading it 4-1. We'll try to find some scores throughout the league. As that pitcher's going to miss outside. Coach Kurt says the only reason I know it was called on the first baseman for LSU. Every time he hits a no-doubt home run, he just sits the bat down on the ground. Just got to be smarter. So that's what the funny thing is, Coach Kurt, that's what Brad and I were talking about during the break. If somebody hits a home run, lay the bat down and walk. As this pitch is going to be fouled out of play. 2-0, or excuse me, 2-1 now is the count.
I guess I'd be tempted next time to do a slow, methodical lay down.
Yes.
You know, I'd just take my time
and
place it down there and
and then get tossed for
probably
doing that.
That's the reason why I'm not down there.
Yes, that would. That's one reason why we're good buddies. We're both smart butts.
Oh, good hit right there. Bain took that pitch and lined it right back where it came from, up the middle. Good, clean single right there by Bain to start off the inning. Again, Adam, here you got the Indians leading off the inning, putting the leadoff batter on base.
Third straight inning that the Indians have done that. And now it's bring McCray to the plate. And so, trying to see who.
They're going to take a mound visit out here. Hinds is.
Good. That gives a chance to look down some scores here. As Meridian is playing East Mississippi. It is 6-1 Meridian over East Mississippi right now. Jones, they are playing Northeast. And Jones leading Northeast 3-0. That's in the bottom of the second. And oh my goodness. You ready for this, Brad?
Hit me.
Final from Poplarville. Pearl River 23, Southwest 1. Needless to say, the run rule was in effect there.
I guess they had to play
5 innings.
I was going to say, they had to get to 5.
Yeah, because the run rule in the playoffs is 10 after 5, 8 after 7, or you got to go the full length of the 9 innings there.
Jeez.
So that was, well, I say it was a short game. Probably wasn't scoring 23 runs. So that's the only other action I see going on my Twitter feed right now.
And Hinds leaves Nation in. Just has a taunt with him. Still, you got Dre McCray, as you mentioned earlier, up to bat. I'm trying to see. Yeah, there is activity in the Hinds bullpen down there. So they do have some activity.
Dre put a charge into one, but flew out to right field. And Dre hit by the pitch. And he'll head down to first. Second batter that's been hit by a pitch this evening. Now ICC with runners on first and second and no outs. And Ty Robertson coming to the plate.
Number 9, Ty Robertson.
Yeah, Ty had a big single his last at bat there in the second inning and was able to get an RBI out of that. And he's in position here where he could possibly get another RBI, depending on if he can place that ball out in the gap somewhere out in the outfield. But no outs here. Runners at first and second. Ty's going to square.
Tries to get the bunt down. They're going to say he committed to it, and then he's going to appeal on the inside. They're going to say he did not. So they're going to say he pulled back on it. I'm going to say that's a break for the Indians. Looked like he stayed with the bunt there.
They may have caught that one. He said, ooh, I didn't know you was going to check with me this early. But okay, you're looking at me. Okay.
Might have been watching for a bat flip.
He may have been. Seeing
kidding,
how high.
Folks, kidding. 1-0 is the count. Shows bunt again. This time lays it down. And there's only one play, and it's going to be to first, and that is going to be a sacrifice bunt to perfection there for Ty. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. Now, during the school year, they meet Monday nights at 7:07. Obviously, with this being finals and last week of school, they won't meet anymore. But we do want to say a special thank you for the 27 years served as the ICC BSU director and team chaplain by Brother Chris, who is, you say you hang up the cleats, you hang up the shoes. I don't feel like he's hanging the Bible up because he's going to continue to do his job. But he is stepping away, but he'll be back.
Oh, he will, as that's ball 2 on the outside there to Drew Capobianco. I think what a lot of people here in baseball are hoping he doesn't do is hang up the spatula and the oven mitts and everything else, because as that one's fouled back, because he is a phenomenal cook out here for this concession stand for the baseball home games.
And I will say, Brad, he did give me the secret recipe to what he puts on his burgers. So I will be sharing that with you. There's going to be a ground ball. They're going to let the runner back to third and now throw over in time 1-3 of the putout of Drew Capobianco for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, not what you dialed up there. Of course, not what Drew dialed up either, out of it. But if you coach Collier, that's definitely not what you dialed up there. That got the second out of the inning there and wasn't able to advance anyone or even score a run. And so as Coach Collier's over there trying to still do a little coaching with Drew and knowing that he reached out there to try to get that ball and try to produce a hit as Mark Knowledge fouls that one off down the third baseline.
And had to go for strike one there for Marty. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run, doubled, and scored a run. So he is 2 of the 4 runs that ICC has scored so far in this evening. Beautiful breaking pitch in there for a strike.
Not a bad take right there by Mark Knowledge. It is an 0-2 count, but not a bad take because of that breaking pitch. You're going to have to take that to right field majority of the time if you're Mark Knowledge. Fouls that one back.
Yeah, so this one in on the hands, fouls it back. We'll stay at 0-2.
You'd love to see another one of those doubles that he hit like he hit had in the third inning here.
So 0-2 is the count. Runners on second and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. There's going to be a dribbler up the middle. Second baseman, tough play, going to throw across the way, but it is in time to end the inning. Great play over there at second base by Thompson to get the 4-3 put out by half a step and keep the run off the board. That 4th inning is being brought to you by your State Farm Insurance agent, Brandon Poland. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I was going to allow you a minute to listen to that music because Brad and I are old school guys. They just don't make music like that anymore, Brad.
They really don't. It's Eye the Tiger. That's a good song, and of course it takes you back to old Rocky. But great music is first pitch swinging. Great job there by Will Verdun to field that ball at third. It was a chopper. Jumped up, grabbed it, but able to make the out at first there and throw out Ashton Johnson, the center fielder for the Eagles, and get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, nice help on the dig over there by Bo Rock as he was able to scoop that one up. And as you mentioned, 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like right now if you're Davis.
Yeah, you know, Coach Collier's in the dugout right now. He is not happy with what happened in the bottom of the 4th, the last inning there. That's ball 1 right there to Connor Chisholm. Get your first 2 runners on, and then you don't end up producing a run, you know, especially once you get the 2 over to second and third, as that's strike 1. Get them over to second and third, 1 out, and you still can't get a run in, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah, this time of year you can't afford to lead anybody on the bags. As this pitch is popped up, it's going to get out of play for strike 2 because we know we've seen it, and this is probably about as equal as the league has been this season when it comes to top to bottom. Yeah, you've got 3 to 4 pitchers that are really dominant in the league this year, but after that, everybody is pretty even, and it's shown in those conference results. East Central won the division. A little controversy behind that in the eyes of Coach Collier, as 2-2 is the count. There's a hard hit ball. Second baseman slips down and not going to be able to find it in time, and that's going to be an error.
Yeah, that's an error, and that's a bad luck there on Drew Capobianco. Yep. He just slipped. He was able to get over there. It was good bat on the ball there on the part of Chisholm, but Drew just slipped when he got over there, and once he did, he lost his footing and wasn't able to recover fast enough. Again, I mentioned Chisholm has speed. He's got 30 stolen bases. So, again, he was able to beat it out. Now we've got him at first to deal with.
So with one out, this is going to be Janis coming to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Had him waving at that pitch on the outside part of the plate. There's Z. Taylor coming up in here. I want you to look here. Z. Taylor's here.
Yep, trouble is what we say. And look at her, bringing you a hamburger.
Bringing you a hamburger. Bringing everybody hamburgers. Hamburgers are going everywhere here, folks. Just wish you were here.
Well, I think that's what happened was they heard us talking about the Brother Chris hamburgers. And
they probably did.
Brother Chris sending some up there. Appreciate Z. Of course, a lot of people remember Z. She was a member of the volleyball team, former Water Play Wednesday host. As the count is 1-1 here to Janis. Ball in the dirt, runner's going to go, and the throw is not going to be in time.
You're not going to get Chisholm. I'm going to tell you. I mean, he's going to look for any and every mistake, and I don't blame him. I mean, he has got wheels.
Yep.
He's going to look for any and every mistake, and once it's made, and I say mistake, ball in the dirt like that, if it bounces out just a little bit, his eyes are gone. Yeah, and so he's gone.
He's not hesitating. Most people are going to wait around at first base after that. He's got a great jump. So now the count goes 2-1, 3-1 as that one gets away, and Bain quickly finds that one.
Yeah, good job on Bain by keeping that ball from going to the backstop back there and then advancing Chisholm over to third. So we do have a 3-1 count here on Janis.
Runner at second. That pitch in there for a strike. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, caught the corner out there. Janis was thought about taking a swing at it, kind of lunged at it there for a minute.
Hamburger's so good, the dogs want to eat it.
Oh, me. So she smelled that.
And there's going to be a walk issued there to Janis. So Eagles starting to get a little bit of a rally going here now in the top of the fifth.
Yeah, and Coach McCrory is going to make a mound visit here. But when I said she smells that, we've got Roxy up here with us. And Roxy
is now looking for the hamburgers.
Yeah, she is looking for the hamburgers. And
Brad, you just became her best friend because she knows she's got food. We're going to step away real quick, hear a word from Little Caesars, and be back with more right after this.
How do we know you'll love pretzel crust? Because this person begged us to never tease them again about their precious pretzel crust. Well, guess what? Pretzel crust is back! Or is it? Nah, seriously, it's back. Maybe. No, it's back.
Pizza.
Maybe.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back as the conversation continuing over there. And the home plate umpire, he kind of just jumped in the conversation. Normally, when they walk up there, most of the pitchers or coaches start to walk away. And he might have been the first time he's got a chance to listen in on the conversation.
Yeah, he had to go out there and break it up. But
Number 3, Clay Benson.
Indians still don't have anybody in the bullpen out there warming up. So there's no activity. So just a good long conversation with Ben.
That pitch missing on the inside as this is going to be Clay Benson at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a ground out to second to end the first, and then flew out to left to end the third inning, and it was an adventurous fly out to the warning track. Swings on that one, pulls it foul. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Chisholm was moving on that pitch too, and that's interesting to me that Chisholm was moving because you got a left-handed batter up here, but that's the confidence that guy's got, and I don't blame him. I mean,
he was way down the line.
If I'm down the line that far and I got 30 stolen bases on the year, I'm going to give it a go too. So he's good at reading the pitcher's motions and figuring out, their delivery.
This pitch foul back, 1-2 now is the count here on Benson. Benson playing first base defensively here for the Eagles in game 1. This game's scheduled for 9 innings. It could be run ruled after 5 if you're up by 10. If you're up by 8 after 7, it can also be a run rule.
Well, if you're up 23-1.
And it's 8 run rule. So away to the 1-2 pitch here. This one popped up, back and out of play. And we'll stay at 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2 count here. Good job there at the plate by Benson to keep battling. He is the number 3 batter in their lineup today. And so, like you said, he does have some pop in his bat, or he wouldn't have made us so nervous with that last fly out he had to left field.
So awaiting the 1-2 offering here from Davis.
Good pitch.
Had
him way off balance right there. He threw a changeup, off-speed changeup pitch right there, and just had Benson not what he was expecting, and had him way out.
Number 14,
couldn't pull a swing on it,
Coleman.
couldn't pull the trigger. Big K right there by Ben Davis.
That was his 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Now this is going to bring Coleman to the plate. He singled, advanced on a pass ball, but was thrown out on a fielder's choice, trying to advance to third in his last at-bat. So that pitch hangs up high for a ball. He's also flew out to right in his first at-bat of the afternoon.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, another bat in the lineup of Hinds that you got to be cautious on here is Coleman with his 66 hits, 16 doubles, and 14 home runs as he flies that one out to right field. Settlemeyer's giving it chase. It is going into foul territory, able to make the catch.
Big time out there as the Indians once again flirting with disaster, but get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll hear from Renaissance Bank and more here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, getting the catcher set and ready to go. He was on base in the exchange of the innings. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here. This one's scheduled for 9. ICC up 4-1. And Brad, give me your thoughts so far on the game. These thoughts being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Good pitching out here. I know Connor Nation has given up 4 runs on the day, but good pitching on both sides. But both sides are placing good bat on the ball here. Hadn't been a lot of walks, as that is ball 1 here to Will Verdung. But I think it's just been a good pitching battle. ICC's just been able to produce some more hits on Nation. I don't know where that one was. That's ball 2.
That one looked good, but he called it a ball. That right there, paint the corner. I thought the count was 1-1.
I did too, but that's what I was going to say. But Nation even did an excellent job last inning. As that one is, I'm talking about forevermore, smoked down the third base line. No chance for the third baseman diving effort to even snag that. Stand-up double for Will Verdung. Hey, Adam, guess what? The Indians lead off another inning,
Yes.
Get their leadoff batter on base.
That is going to be the first hit of the day for Verdung. It's a Davis Ford double. Remember, if you are looking for a new vehicle, or say you're living in the Fulton area, you need some work on your vehicle, need an oil change, Davis Ford can hook you up. They're located at 904 West Hill Street there in Fulton.
That's his 10th double on the year, Verdung's.
And so now this is going to bring up Jackson Settlemeyers. He had a 2-run home run in his last at-bat and a single in his first, as that pitch missing low for a ball. Well, he was the one that got the finger wag of shame for
the infamous bat flip.
Bat flip after his home run from the first base umpire. And this
he
time
has smoked another one.
This one's going to be back, and
That's
it was
out.
gone.
But he did not flip the bat, and I saw him lay it down.
Yes, he made sure that he would not flip the bat that time, and that is back-to-back home runs, 2-run shots. And the Indians go up now 6-1.
Well, his last one was a 2-run shot. He's hit another 2-run shot, and when you're hot, you're hot. We said that about Verdun this year, and Verdun stays hot. Settlemyers has found nothing but, I mean, he has just been smoking red hot to end the regular season, and it's now carrying over into the postseason.
Well, we may have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent. As ICC leads it 6-1, we'll take the break and be back with more right after this.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
a wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Hey, Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call.
And welcome back as that first pitch in there for a strike. And, well, Ricky, we'll give you that commercial after the exchange of innings there. But we do have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by Tommy Morgan, real estate agent Ricky Murphy. As that pitch goes for strike 2. And Brad, tell us about the new pitcher in the game here.
Cole Smith, who's a 6'10", 215 sophomore from Florence, as that is ball 1-1-2 count. Played ball at Florence. He has 8 appearances on the year on the mound, 4 wins, 3 losses. As that ball is grounded to short, come up throwing, and that's going to be safe. So unable to, he gets the infield hit right there by Jackson Lee. His speed beat that out and was able to get the infield single right there. So good job by him. And I'll finish out Smith's statistics here. 4 wins, 3 losses, 37 innings pitched on 46 hits, giving up 31 runs, 19 base on balls, 22 Ks, 6.81 ERA.
This one hit. Right fielder's going to have to get back and run in a hurry and reels it in on the warning track. So that'll be out number 1 there. But, yeah, you go back and talk about that last at-bat by Jackson Lee. If he don't hustle down the line, if he just kind of half-hearts it, he doesn't make it. But because Lee has that good speed and just dug in and got down there in a hurry, he was able to leg that one out. So now there's 1 out and a runner at first, and this is going to be Gray Bain at the plate.
Yeah, Gray had a singled his last at bat.
So 6-1 is the score. There's a breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1-0 is the count here to the catcher, Gray Bain.
A runner at first, 1 out here. Again, Jackson Lee still there at first. 1 out with Bain at plate.
That pitch just missing outside. 1-1 now is the count.
First time they're seeing Cole Smith today. Again, Smith facing his his third batter of the inning here. And so first time seeing him today. I don't remember where they saw him before. As the runner goes, Jackson Lee.
Throw is not going to be in time, as that's going to be a stolen base there for Lee. As you mentioned, Brad, he got a good jump there and already has good speed, so now he'll move into scoring position with 1 out and a 2-1 count here on Bain. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. We're in the bottom of the 5th here. Indians trying to tack on some insurance runs. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland, as that pitch finds his own for a strike.
And Jackson Lee got his 14th stolen base on the season. He does lead our team in stolen bases.
That pitch in the dirt, not far enough away to allow the runner to advance. 3-2 is the count. Whether it be home, auto, or life, for all your insurance needs, stop by and see Brandon Poland right there in the middle of South Adams Street. Look for the big red sign. He is your local State Farm agent. 3-2 pitch.
Outside.
And just missing there. And that'll be a walk issued to Bain. And now you got to be careful here. Dre is a guy that could park one out in the waterway if you mess up and miss a pitch here. So
yeah, Dre swings a good bat, and that's kind of what I've been saying all season about Dre. Is when you swing a bat, they're going to find a way to put you in the lineup. If you got a good hot bat, Dre has been swinging one of those this season, so he's in the DH position. That ball's in the dirt, and that's going to allow Jackson Lee to move up to third, where it does hold Gray Bain at first. So now you got a first and third situation here. Don't know that Coach Collier put on any different type of first and third offense with McCray at the plate. You may want him swinging the bat, but Bain would be one that could be caught in a rundown out there. And Jackson Lee does have the wheels. Just don't know if he'll try that type of offense here in Coach Collier.
So 1-0 is the count here to McCray. Runners on the corners now with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to be a foul ball. And so we'll go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Indians have put 2 on the board after the second 2-run home run of the game by Settlemyers. And this one's going to be hit hard. Right fielder's going to have to jog in. It's going to drop. And then he misses the ball, and the runner will get to second without an issue.
Yeah, so that's just kind of flared out there, but just kind of died off and fell, luckily for Dre. And that's a hit on Dre's part.
He does get an RBI. I'm going to say that Bain advances on the error because he was tracking back in case the ball was caught. If he comes up and able to glove that cleanly and throws it in, probably would have got the force out at second, but instead, still 1 out here in the inning, and this is Robertson coming to the plate. First pitch missing low for a ball. Hard hit ball. First baseman misses it. Going to have to hustle, and the throw is not in time, and it actually hit Robertson. It bounces away, and the Indians will have bases loaded. Yes,
yeah, that's going to
be an error.
That will be an E on the play on the first baseman right there for Hinds. He just couldn't drop back and field that one cleanly. He had it on the hop. He had it timed good on that hop back there. Just couldn't glove it. And then you've got Robertson, who's not only got speed, but he's a left-hander, so he's got a head start on everybody right there with the speed. Now you got the bases loaded.
And Drew Capobianco at the plate. He's due. He's 0 for 3 right now. Last time he grounded out to the pitcher, he's grounded out to shortstop and flew out to left. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count.
And this will be the first time Drew has batted from the left-hand side of the plate today. As mentioned, he's a switch hitter, so he's been batting from the right-handed side earlier.
This pitch fouled off and out of play. 1-2 now is the count here at Drew Capobianco. So 1-2 is the count. Bases full of Indians here. Breaking pitch outside, ball gets away, and the run will score. Well, I was going to say just a few seconds ago, we've seen the ball get away from the catcher a few times, allowing runners to advance.
Yeah, it's going to be an E2.
And so that one gets away there. The other runners advance as well.
Yeah, that's a pass ball right there. The catcher should have caught that one, hit him in the mitt. Should have been brought down by Janus right there, but wasn't, so that allowed the runners to advance and a run to score as that one's flared off and fouled off down there, down the third base side, out of play. So tough error right there on the part of the Hinds Eagles to allow another run to score, and it's now 8-1.
That pitch missing high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count.
So you got the infield in here for the Eagles. They're playing in. The bases are not loaded, but to get the infield in as Drew is battling up there and fouled that one off a little further down the outside the third base side out there, out of play.
So Cap will dig in with runners at second and third. Ty getting a big lead over there at second. And now they're going to try to get him at second base. And did he ever step on first?
He did. He tagged it. I think he hit it with his mitt or with his glove there. That's first baseman.
I never saw him touch it, so
he did. But I don't know why he didn't make the throw.
I don't know if anybody was covering the bag. Might have been the case there. It was just a weird play. So either way it goes, that is the second out, and now we're going to go to Matthew Martin-Knowledge at the plate. Runners at second and third. That pitch missing low for a ball. Defense going back to their regular set here.
Yeah, and that's a tough play to make with the infield in right there, and because Drew, hit that one pretty solidly down the first baseman base side there. He was able to field that one cleanly, tag first with his glove there. As that one's fisted up the middle.
Second baseman. Yeah, thought it was going to be one of those that might drop, but a good cover there at second by Thompson to end the inning. But the Indians do put 4 runs on the board here in the bottom of the fifth to take an 8-1 advantage. We'll take the timeout. Be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Athletic summer camps are back at Itawamba Community College. ICC offers camps in band, baseball, basketball, cheer, soccer, softball, tennis, and volleyball throughout the months of May, June, and July. Spots are limited, and they'll be filling up fast. Visit the homepage of letsgoicc.com. That's letsgoicc.com to find a camp for your favorite athlete and register today. Itawamba Community College, the best camp here. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the top of the sixth inning. ICC leads this one 8-1 over Hinds. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up. Trouble with McCarthy, Lee, and then Thompson. That first pitch missing low for a ball. Well, the long run of the game does belong to McCarthy, who blistered a home run out to left. He walked his last time up. He advanced on an error, but was left stranded back in the fourth as that pitch fouled off. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Ben Davis still on the hill here for the Indians. Coming back out here in the top of the sixth. Because that's ball 2.
Yeah, this is going to be the key for any team in the playoffs, is getting at least 7+ innings out of your starting pitcher. I say that's your ideal situation. As that pitch fouled off for a strike, 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, you don't want to have to go too deep into your middle rotation or closers, whatever. If you don't have to, any middle relievers, you'd love for that starting pitcher to get, as that one's reached out there. That's going to go foul down the right field line there. Like you say, a good day is definitely 7 innings in these 9-inning affairs. If you can get 7, which Ben has thrown 7, we've seen him throw complete games, 7 innings.
So 2-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Good off-speed change-up pitch there. Had him out in front. Again, that off-speed change-up pitch is working good. got McCarthy out. First out of the inning is a K.
Number 2.
That is the fifth Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Davis. And another way to breathe easy if you're Davis is your bats have been able to provide you 8 runs up to this point as well.
Yeah, I mean, that always helps when you know you got that bat support, you got the runs. You can look out there at the scoreboard as that's ball 1 high, and you can see that you've got 8 runs on the board, and out of 5 innings, we've scored 4 out of 5 innings.
That pitch just missing outside for a ball. 2-0 is the count, as this is Tom Lee, the shortstop. He reached on a fielder's choice, advanced on an error, and he's also flown out to center. As this pitch popped up, Bo Rock will jog in foul territory and make the play for out number 2. So big out there for out number 2 as Rock reels that one in foul territory. And now this will be Thompson coming to the plate here for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's again 2 big outs, 2 quick outs too for Davis here in the 6th inning, top of the 6th. First pitch swinging, that was going to be fouled off. Strike 1.
So 0-1 is the count. Thompson on the day 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the 4th inning, flew out to right to end the 2nd. Ground ball, foul ball, 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job again by Ben coming in, throwing strikes, doing what's asked of you, trying to hit your spots, hit your locations, where your catcher sets up, throw the pitches you're asked to throw. Again, getting some big Ks, but also, again, as I mentioned, you can't emphasize enough, throwing strikes, not a lot of walks.
So waiting the 0-2 pitch here.
Got it.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the 2nd of the inning, a 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Eagles. ICC lead this one 8-1. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 6th right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back as Will Verdong will start us off here. Takes that first pitch inside for a strike. That one missing outside. 1-1 now is the count. Verdong doubled to start the 5th inning. That was the inning that saw the Indians send 9 to the plate. As that pitch just missing low. 2-1 now is the count here to Verdong.
And that's been one of the big keys to me for the Indians is being able is that. Oh man, he smoked that down to third base.
And the throw over is scooped up. I know the point you were about to make. The Indians getting the leadoff runners on, and that one would have been on there, but an outstanding play by Coleman over there on the hot corner.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You read my mind. That's been a key is getting that leadoff batter on. They did, and he smoked that one down third base line. But you got to tip your hat down there to Coleman at third base. Heck of a play down there. Heck of a job fielding that cleanly and getting the out.
This pitch missing outside for a ball. Speaking of tipping your cap, well, you got to tip your cap so far here to Jackson Settlemeyer. 3 for 3, 2 two-run home runs and a single.
Wow.
And Coleman says, hey, you think that was impressive? Watch this. I'll do it again.
And
that one was hit even harder.
Yeah, and they get Settlemeyer's out for the first time. He smoked one down there. Great job down there by Coleman, showing a great glove down there. fielding those balls cleanly and getting 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
And so now this will be Jackson Lee, who was 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. Looks at that first pitch, missing low and outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Lee, who is playing in left field. 2-0 now, as that one runs in on him. That's going to be a jam job there. Third baseman, a chance to tie the world record for most assists in an inning, and he does. Also, credit to first baseman for tying the world record for most outs in an inning. 3, because that's all possible per inning.
That's it.
3 up, 3 down for the first time today. The Indians go. We'll take a break and be back with the top of the 7th. Back with more right after this.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Something.
Come on.
He's dancing! Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head to the top of the 7th. So I took my 7th inning stretch there, and Brad, you weren't lying. There's a good crowd here, especially right here in front of us in the grandstands. Yeah, a really good crowd. And it's, it was a little warm earlier on, but it's a nice day for baseball. I should say a nice evening. We're used to playing in the daytime, but nice inning for baseball, especially if you're an ICC fan. Leading this one 8-1, but you do know the bats of Hinds can warm up at any second and make their way back into this contest. Big swing and a miss there, as this will be Hill, Johnson, and then Chisholm, the 8-9-1 batters due up here in the top of the 7th.
Ooh.
And that one's just foul. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, trying to paint that line down there was Hill. Good thought. Hit that ball real well. No way Verdun would have got to that one. So, but it is just a strike. 0-2 count. Ooh.
And he thought about going. He held back on it. They're not going to appeal, and rightfully so. Yeah. I do think he did not go.
No, he didn't.
1-2 now is the count here on Hill. And that pitch, breaking pitch, falls off the table just a bit too soon. 2-2 now is the count here on Hill. He is 1 for 2 on the day, a single, a stolen base, and he struck out swinging his last at bat. Fouls this one back and will stay at 2-2.
Yeah, and talking about it again, of course, Ben Davis again still back out on the hill for the Indians here. I'm going to say, you know, definitely you get 7 out of Ben. Now, of course, love to get 8 or 9 if we can. Depends on how things go, but you get 7 out of him. Coach Carter thinks that's a win-win.
And frame job just couldn't get the call.
Couldn't get it. I was wondering if he was going to try to ring him, but he didn't. So works the count to 3-2. So good job there by Hill to have a great eye there and work this count back to full.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch here from Davis. Hill at the dish. And this one popped up. Shortstop calling everyone off, and Martin Nolich will reel that one in for out number 1. Nice job of winning that battle there by Davis.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we've talked about it. And one thing that the Indians, Ben Davis has done a good job of, majority of these innings, is getting their leadoff batter out and not getting them on base, as that's ball 1 right there to Ashton Johnson, whereas the Indians have been getting their leadoff batter on. So, I mean, that's just a big difference, and that's where you can tell it where it tells the tale on the scoreboard.
2-0 is the count here on Johnson, the center fielder. He is 0 for 2. He struck out in his first at bat, grounded out to third in his most recent. So 2-0 is the count. Nobody on with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. There's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop Martin Nolich finds it, tosses it over. 6-3 on the putout of Johnson.
Yeah, great job there by Martin Onyx to charge that ball. It was kind of hit up the middle, but, softly enough where he was able to charge it, get over enough to make the play and make the throw on the run there to get the second out of the inning.
So 2 away now, and this will bring up the number 1 batter, Chisholm, who reached on an error, advanced on a pass ball. He's walked and also flew out to right. First pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So away to the 1-0 pitch here is up high, 2-0 now, the count.
You got a patient hitter up there with Chisholm, who's shown it throughout the year, and so don't have to throw strikes to him to get him out as right there he does, and that's strike 1. And again, of course, a lot of speed on Chisholm, as we've mentioned.
2-1 is the count. 2 outs, top of the 7th. ICC leading this one 8-1. There's going to be a flare, and that's going to go for a base hit. Could be extra bases. It will be. As he was heading to second the whole way, the throw is not in time. And that'll be a Davis Ford double for Chisholm. It was bobbled around out in the outfield, but he was thinking 2 off the bat.
He will, again, and that's what we talked about with him on the base paths earlier in the game. I mean, he's got a good read on it, and he's got wheels. He's got a good read on making the calls of whether he needs to go or not go, or reading the pitcher's movements, when to go ahead and take off, and when not to. And so he was thinking 2 all the way when that ball left the bat. He was thinking 2.
So now the catcher, Janis, will be at the plate here for the Eagles. This is that first pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Nice job by Bain to pop out and get that one and keep it in front of him.
Yeah, and if you're being right now, you can't worry about Chisholm out there at second. Yeah, he got a great hit. He got a double. You do have a runner on base. You got 1. You got an 8-1 ball game right now. So you got to focus on the Janis at the plate. Don't worry about Chisholm.
So 1-0 is the count. 2 outs in the inning. Breaking pitch and totally fooled him up that time as he was dodging that when it turned over and rolled in for strike 1.
Yeah, 1-1 count.
So you got 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, a runner on second. ICC leading game 1 of the best of 3 series here, 8-1 in the top of the 7th inning. And they're going to say he goes, and they're not going to check the swing, and they say 2-1 now is the count. Now that's one I probably check.
Yeah, he lunged, and I'm like you. I would have checked. Don't know that they would have got the call, but I would have checked that one myself. Good pitch by Ben, but either way, ball.
So 2-1 pitch on its way. This one hit foul, and now we'll even the count up at 2-2. Deuces wild, as they like to say. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. Really all depends on your definition of deuces wild. Some people says it has to be 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second inning and a runner at second.
That's a lot of 2.
Yeah, that's a lot of 2.
But I guess that's deuces wild. But
I'm with you. I call this deuces wild.
I'm with
situation.
you. I'm with you on that.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. Davis checks the runner, now delivers, and that pitch up high, 3-2, will be the count.
Indians do have activity in the bullpen down there, rightfully so. Fully expected that. Again, they, just in case they're going ahead and warming up, they know that, they're getting into the 7th inning, or they're in the 7th inning here with Ben, and so getting that pitcher warmed up as that ball is chopped foul down the third base line is a wise move, and rightfully so. They're just down there just going ahead and getting ready just in case.
And here's the thing, too. If the Indians get out of this inning with no damage done, score 1 run, in the bottom half of the inning, it's ball game, because they'll be up 8 after 7.
You're right.
So key stat to keep an eye on there, and that's one reason why the Eagles want to get this run home here to try to see if they can extend this game beyond the 7th.
That's where I was wrong a minute ago. I was saying don't worry about Chisholm. I did not take that into consideration.
Strike.
I think everybody in the park, including Janis, thought that was strike 3.
Yeah.
Number 3, Clay Benson.
But the umpire.
That's his second straight walk that he drew there, and so now runners on first and second with 2 outs. And this is Benson coming to the plate here. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count, and the umpire explaining the last call, said it was low and inside. There was no way that was low and inside. You just look at coach and say, yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, exactly. That's me.
So 1-0 is the count. Runners on first and second. And that one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So the Eagles trying to spark a 2-out rally here. They trail at 8-1 in the top of the seventh. Waiting the 1-1 pitch here. Davis checks the runner, now delivers. This pitch fouled back and out of play. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, got him to chase an outside low pitch kind of on the outside part of the plate there. And all he could do was foul it off out past the Indian dugout back there toward the Indian locker room. So ahead in the count, Ben Davis, here he is, 1-2.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. This is going to be a ground ball, and we'll keep it alive at 1-2. So seeing the last couple at bats, been some nice battles here by the Eagles, fouling off some pitches and extending the at-bats to see if they can find a way to win that battle.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job. They're, obviously still racking up pitches and the pitch count going up for Ben by doing that as well. And so still got a 1-2 count here.
So waiting this 1-2 offering here from Davis. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And he's going to hit that one foul and out of, well, it doesn't get out of play. It hits the top of the fence and stays in play. But we'll stay at 1-2.
Yeah, great at bat here by Benson to keep the inning alive and keep his at bat alive by battling up there against Ben Davis.
So Davis, 1-2 pitch. This one hit hard. Left fielder's going to give chase, but it's going to go foul. And it's convenient foul ball, as I believe that's Stone Collier that's down there retrieving the other ball that went foul to the corner. Well, he was already down there, so don't have to waste the energy to go back and get the other one.
No.
But as you said, Brad, this has been a great at-bat so far here by Benson, as he is just battling and battling and battling. And he's still sitting on a 1-2 count with runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
You need a pitch here that's not in the strike zone, one that he might chase, but one that's not in the zone.
And this one ripped, and it's going to get through, and that's going to score a run. No, they're going to hold him. And now the runner's going from third, and they're going to run him back, and now they're going to try to score the run at home. And then the Indians throw it away. And they're going to try to call interference as Verdung is down on the ground. And Verdung is shaken up on the play here, and he's pleading his case to the third base umpire. And Coach Collier's going to come out as well. So right now the run, we're going to hold off on the run as they're going to appeal this. But the run did score. And now the third base umpire, just judging by his body language, is not going to listen to the pleas of Verdung or Coach Collier. You know, if I'm Coach Collier, I do have a legit gripe. If you're going to be that nitpicky about a bat flip earlier, then you got to stay tight on those type of calls. And it's good to see that Verdung was able to get up on his own power there. So the run does count. And the runner does advance to second. And I don't know what to rule that. Ground ball, foul ball, that's going to go for strike one. Trying to go back to remember what had happened there. Okay, so it's going to be a single for
It's a single
Benson.
for Benson, that is correct.
And then so eventually it's going to be an error on the play by the Indians that allowed the run to score.
The runner advanced too far there, and that's when they called him on a run down. So it is an error on the Indians, but it was a clean single by Benson. 0-2 count, and he reaches out here on Coleman, flies that one out to right field. Right fielder, Sotomayor's giving chase, can't get to it.
Score. 2 runs will score. And now this is what we talked about, folks. We knew this Hinds team would not go quietly into the evening. They have battled back to score 3 so far here in the inning, and looks like that's going to be it here for Davis. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now, we stay here at the top of the 7th inning as a 2-run single by Coleman has made it an 8-4 contest. Third run scored of the inning. We do have a call to the bullpen being brought to you by TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy. And Brad, tell us about the new pitcher.
Got Brady Davis coming in from Hamilton, sophomore. Played ball at Hamilton High School. Does have 10 appearances on the year. 5 wins, no losses, 41 and a third innings pitched, giving up 54 hits on 38 runs, 25 base on balls to 46 Ks, 6.53 ERA.
And he is going to be greeted by McCarthy, who had that solo home run back in the 2nd inning, walked in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. So there is a runner at first with 2 outs here. McCarthy at the plate and Brady Davis on the hill. That first pitch missing low for a ball. Well, the Indians wanted an interference call, and the umpire didn't give it to them. And depends on who you're cheering for, if you like the call or not. As there's a healthy swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count here to the DH McCarthy. But what it did was it opened the door to continue the inning. After the Indian error let the runner score, then just put them where they ain't, single, allowed 2 runs to score. That's the runners were going on 2 outs. And that's where we're at right now after that Sam's Town Market scoring update. 1-2 now is the count. So runner at first taking a very minimum lead. This pitch is popped up. Going over in foul territory, Rock chasing it and makes the jumping catch and holds on to it. Just out of your view there on the camera. Great play there by Bo Rock. But the Eagles start to climb their way back into this one. They score 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 Indian error. 1 player was left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the 7th and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Dr. Gabe helping us out there as we head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. Appreciate Coach Norwitz and everything they do to help keep our student athletes healthy here at ICC, even if he's a clumsy guy. So this will be Bo Rock, who just made that great defensive play to end the top half of the inning. He'll step in, takes a healthy swing at that one, misses for strike one.
So last inning, the Eagles were able to cut the lead in half here.
That pitch in the dirt, 1-1 now, is the count to Rock. He is 1 for 3 on the day, singled, scored a run, and the second grounded out 3-1 to end the third. Hit one on an absolute rope to right, but a great play in right field. Took that hit away as this one's fouled off for strike 2. Well, this is the best of 3 series here to play in for the Region 23 tournament. 1-2 pitch on its way. Rock fouls this one back, and that had to hurt because not only did it hit the catcher on the top of the head, but it bounced all the way back into your living room.
Yeah, that foul backwards there with a 1-2 count. Of course, the catcher the umpire giving the catcher a little time to kind of recover from that because it did catch the top of his helmet. So good job there by the umpire.
Jammed him. This one popped up. Right fielder's going to come charging in, call off the second baseman, and squeeze it for the out. Just a good pitch and on the hands that time, and it kind of shows the strength that Bo has, the fact that he was able to get the ball that far out to the outfield.
Yeah, he muscled that one out there with all he could. It was on the inside part of the plate there, and it was jammed him, as you mentioned, on the not able to get the big part of the bat on the ball, and was still able to drive it out there. That was chopped to third. And we know if it's hit the third, he's going to make a play on it down there, as Coleman is, so that's the second out of the inning.
Coleman, the vacuum, over at third base, able to reel that one in, get the put out 5-3, and 2 quick outs here. Starting to see momentum shift a little bit here, Dr. Boggs, as Indians want to see if they can get something going here with 2 outs in the inning, and this is going to be McCray at the plate.
You can definitely feel a shift in momentum. Strike one there to Dre on the outside part of the plate there. Good pitch by Cole Smith. But a little shift there. They gained momentum in the last inning. Hinds did. That's strike 2. Quickly down 0-2. Indians got to find a way to provide a spark on their own.
This is going to be hit to the right side. It's going to be a slow roller. Second baseman finds it, tosses it over. 4-3. So the Indians on back-to-back innings now, for the first time, have gone 3 up, 3 down. As we'll take a break, come back, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up here for the Eagles. They're trying to get back in this one as we head to the 8th. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 8th inning. As we talked about, it's going to be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Lee, Thompson, and Hill here for the Eagles. They got 3 runs in the top of the 7th to cut this lead in half here for the Indians. So right now for the Indians, the bats have kind of cooled off with back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings. Indians would like to get out here, see if they can't get a quick inning themselves out here out of the Eagles, but the Eagles, who only had 3 hits going into that last inning, had 3 hits of that inning alone, so they're hoping those bats that they know can get hot in a hurry are starting to heat up here.
Yeah, that's strike one right there. Had Lee out in front of that pitch right there. But that's the best way to answer right now if you're the Indians is get that 3-up, 3-down inning, get that quick inning, get back out there and get the bats back out.
0-1 is the count. That pitch in the dirt, 1-1 now. The count as this is Brady Davis on the hill. He took over in that last inning for Ben Davis. He got a pop-up in foul territory to first to end the inning. So 1-1 now is the count here to Lee. As that pitch on the inside, 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Lee swings on this one, sends it to the parking lot, and I didn't hear any oohs and ahs out of the crowd.
No, that one was going more toward either the ditch or the soccer field. So that one did not get any cars, even though we do have more cars out there tonight than normal.
2-2 pitch, foul back, and I think that one looked like it got a piece of the umpire, but he says, I'm good, I'm strong, I don't feel it. 2-2 is still the count.
So let's go with this.
A lot of times that's the only thing you can do, because if you rub it, walk around a little bit, it's going to make it hurt worse.
It'll make it hurt worse.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here. Breaking pitch and just missing outside. Nice frame job there by Bain, just couldn't get the call.
Yeah, couldn't get him to chase it either, but he lunged and almost got him to chase it.
So now the count goes full, 3-2 pitch. Hit to the left side, Verdon gets it, throws it across the way and gets the out. Good adjustment there by Verdon as that ball kind of died instead of taking a healthy hop hit there right when it got to him. So he didn't waste any time getting the ball out of the mitt, tosses it across for out number 1.
Yeah, Brady had him out in front again, out on his front foot, and so he just kind of had to lunge at that one and just kind of chopped it down out there to third, so Lee did, and so got the first out of the inning.
This is Elijah Thompson who takes a healthy swing at that one, misses for strike 1. He is 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. And that pitch runs inside, missing for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. We're in the top of the 8th, ICC with an 8-4 lead. That pitch missing outside, 2-1 now is the count. But the Eagles of Hinds starting to scratch their way back into this one. Awaiting the 2-1 offering here. Popped up right side, and it's going to get out of play. And now the count will even up at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. There is 1 out here in the inning. Nobody on. And the top of the 8th, game 1 of the best of 3 series here between ICC and Hinds. That pitch missing low. 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, that's a close pitch. Good job there on the part of Thompson to take that with a good eye there. Very, very close, but took a ball.
This one fouled back and out of play. Brad, you remember the last time these two teams met in the playoffs? I'll give you a hint. It was raining at Pearl River.
I do remember that now.
It was 180 innings.
I
the
do
game
remember.
lasted 3.5 weeks, it felt like.
I remember. You and I were both there.
So waiting the 3-2 pitch. This one hit, and the right fielder will camp underneath it and get it for out number 2. That was in, I believe, the opening round of the Region 23 tournament last year, or maybe no, it was an elimination game of the Region 23 tournament.
Yeah, because we had played the day before, but the rain came in. Of course, we were already delayed by rain out there anyway. You and I had arrived because we had been to softball in Eunice.
Yes.
And so we had a nice long road trip that summer. Strike 1 is thrown there to Hill, and I did forget about that marathon game down there.
We had a couple of rain delays. I believe the game went 14 innings, maybe even more than that, as that pitch missing low and outside. 1-1 now is the count. Ended up being a 3-run home run, I think that was the difference in that game, as there's a breaking pitch popped up. Trouble. Capobianco's there, though, and gets the out. That's what we talked about the Indians needed there with the 3-up, 3-down answer. In the top part of the 8th, they get it. Can the Indians reheat the bats? We'll find out when we come back with the home half of the 8th. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Those Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust.
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Do something. Come on.
He's dancing! Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head here to the bottom of the 8th inning. ICC leading Hinds 8-4 here in this best-of-3 series. And Brad, right now the Indians like to reheat those bats and see if they can pick up some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your State Farm insurance agent, Brandon Poland, located on South Adams Street. As Robinson rips this one, this is trouble.
Yes.
This off the wall, and he's going to go for a Davis Ford double.
Yes, and there we go. That's what's going to re-energize the bats. Indians getting the good leadoff hit right there in the inning. And Robertson's had a good day today, putting together a good day and been on base. And so that's a good double right there, especially with his speed.
Yes.
Now they've got him at second with no outs, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Drew Capobianco.
That was the 12th hit of the game for the Indians. Second hit of the day for Ty, and Blue Mountain is going to love him next season.
Yeah, they're going to love him and that speed that he brings to the plate there and to the field as Drew squares, pulls back. That's ball one.
So this is somebody that's due, Capobianco. He is 0 for 4. He's popped out to left, grounded to short, grounded back to the pitcher, and then grounded out to third. Good bunt. There's only going to be one play, and it's to first. And that's going to be a sacrifice bunt laid down to perfection. That time by Drew Capobianco as the runner's able to advance. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. They're located right across the street from the Davis Event Center. They meet on Tuesday nights. Zach would love to see you guys join them next year at the ICC Wesley.
Yeah, great job there. Now the runner's at third. Ty Robertson third. Martin Olich up. He does chop the first pitch to third, knowing that anything hitting down there to third or hit to third, Coleman is going to be swallowed up in an out. So that does produce the second out of the inning. Robertson not able to advance on that play.
Don't you know that's going to be heartbreak for the Indians if they can't cash in on that double and then a beautiful sacrifice bunt, as this is going to be Will Verdong at the plate. That pitch missing outside for a ball. I know there's 2 outs in the inning. This is not a guy you want to miss a pitch to.
No, you definitely don't want to miss a pitch with him. They're kind of.
I keep throwing that same pitch. As long as he don't chase it, and if they eventually calls one a strike, then I might try to come back in.
Yeah, everything's low.
Yeah, everything. They're it might be an intentional walk here.
Yeah, kind of pitching around him. They're not going to let Verdong beat him right now. It doesn't appear they're going to, I'm going to say, 3-0. I give Verdong the green light here, but we'll see. And they did.
They did, and sends the bullpen scattering over there, as that one was absolutely blistered. Just way ahead of it there. 3-1 now is the count here on Verdong.
Yeah, I like that call. Now let's see what they throw to him. Yeah, they go away from him.
They're going to go away from him there, and that'll be a walk. First time that he's walked this evening.
But, I don't know that it was a good walk, Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Look who's coming up.
So you got trouble coming up right behind him in Jackson Settlemyers. And that's what you like right there. I mean, you look at Verdong. Everybody knows what his bat can do. He's only got 1 hit today, but he knows he's got guys behind him that can pick him up, and especially the way Jackson Settlemyers has been playing. He's got 2 two-run home runs, a single. He did ground out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, that's tough, though. That's a tough decision to get him swinging at that pitch, had him out in front. 0-1 count to Settlemyers. But when you look back and from the game he's had with 2 long balls, home runs, and a single, is it a good walk or is it not? I mean, again, it's a good walk, but runner goes, Verdun goes. Arthur's going to try to run down. They got him in a rundown. Robertson goes. He gets under it.
They're going to call him out there, and Coach Collier's going to come down and discuss this one. Let's go, and I went wide on the play, so let's see if we can look back at this one. I hit it for the 30-second mark. We'll keep it here, and that argument, the umpire doesn't even look at Coach Collier as he lets him say his piece on that one, so it'll be caught stealing to end the inning.
So they tried a little first and third offense right there. Verdun intentionally trying to get picked or trying to get thrown out there, and they sent Robertson with his speed to try to get that insurance run in. What are you looking at there, Gore?
I just looked at the replay, and we're going to keep it here in the exchange of the inning and go to the top of the ninth. But just looking at the replay, and he tagged him at the knee. So
he did get him.
Well, he did get him, but he didn't get him out. He tagged him after he touched the plate.
I thought he was in myself from my angle right here. I'm behind home plate.
And we'll let you guys look at it right here, and you'll see the throw took him up the line. The tag was below the waist, and 2 + 2 is equal to 4 my entire life. And typically if you, I mean, I'm not Bobby Jarrell, but I'm not a slouch at math either. And you know your angles and trajectory and stuff like that, that's a break for the Eagles is what I'm going to say there. We'll take the time out with them before I get myself in trouble, and be back with more right after this.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back. Glad I picked the 15-second commercial there, as that pitch is going to miss low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Well, they need 4 to extend it to the bottom half of the inning. Here do the Eagles, as there's a big swing and a miss, as this is Johnson, Chisholm, and Janis. This is kind of where you want to be in the lineup right now if you're the Eagles.
Yeah, definitely do. Again, has got a
2-1 count.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thought he might get. Anyway, I'm with you. Definitely, this is where you want to be if you're the Eagles. This is your opportunity to produce some runs, get some runners on base. You got some speed here with Johnson as he pops that one up. Bo's giving it chase.
Yes, it does stay in play.
Does stay in, gets the first out. That's 2 plays he's made over there in foul territory this game. Been big outs for the Indians. It's big to get that first out right there here in the top of the ninth. That's huge, but that is going to bring up Connor Chisholm, who is dangerous.
That was an easy catch by Bo as he bumped into the fence, kind of bounced him back a little bit. He was able to stay focused and grab that one. Basically would have hit the top of the fence had he had not caught it. So great play over there by Rock. This pitch popped up a mile high. Martin Knowledge, now Verdun, and Verdun overruns it. They just lost it in the air that time, as that was a major league pop-up. And
that one was skied.
Yep.
So much so that Brady moved out of the way. It definitely was not Gray Bain's ball. It's either Verdun's or Martin Knowledge's coming in, probably more Verdun's ball. And or the pitcher if Brady can find it and handle it. I don't know that Brady had a handle on it and he could find it, and I think that's why he kind of backed off right there as he swings through strike one there with Tyler Janis. But I don't think Brady – I don't think he had a handle on it, and that's why he moved out of the way so fast.
He did the right thing there, and I'm going to call that an E5. That's a play that should have been made there.
Definitely it's an E5.
As that pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 is the count. And so now the count is 0-2 with 1 out and a runner at first. That pitch missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there. See if you could get in to chase one. 1-2 is the count. 1 out, runner at first. And this is Janis at the plate.
Yeah, Janis walked a couple of times, as you mentioned. Don't need that right now. And got him.
Got him with strike 3. First base was not open, so that will be a Renaissance Bank strikeout, the first of the game there for Brady Davis, who, by the way, is heading to Delta State next season. Now with 2 outs here in the inning. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, he was an early signing. As this one a curveball, and he just pulls that one way foul. And
Clay Benson is who's at the plate. He was way out in front of that. I mean, he was almost his swing. He was so out in front of him. He's almost out of the batter's box swinging. It's kind of reminded me of like a softball, fast pitch softball girl, a slap hitter swinging right there.
That pitch missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Indians an out away here from taking game 1 here from the Eagles, and always getting that first win of the best-of-3 series is important. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, he's got Benson fooled right now pretty good because, again, he's not in there on the pitch. He's pulling out. He's got his whole body pulling out. And, again, I don't know. He just got him fooled. So, got a 1-2 count in Brady Davis's favor. Got him.
Swing and a miss for fouled it off.
And thought he had it.
Thought he had it too there as he got just a piece of it. Catcher couldn't hold on to it, so we'll reset the dramatics here.
I'll tell you, though, right now, if you're Brady, you know you've got him fooled. It's just not right now good, sharp swings by Benson on the pitches by Brady Davis.
So the 1-2 offering here, that one got him looking. Strike 3, and the Indians win it by the final score of 8-4 here over Hinds. Big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout, back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts there for Davis. We're going to take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Manatee, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC takes game 1 by the final score of 8-4 here over the Eagles. Let's talk about tonight's game and see it through the eyes of Dr. Brad Boggs. This is being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Yeah, again, I think it was great pitching on both sides. Don't take anything away from Connor Nation or Cole Smith. I think they both did a good job of pitching and coming in. A lot of strikes thrown on both sides of the ball, of both teams. So excellent job there. Both sides using only 2 pitchers apiece. Ben Davis, Brady Davis combo versus the Connor Nation, Cole Smith combo. I think the important thing, as I mentioned through the broadcast and you and I talked about, was the number of times the Indians were able to get that leadoff batter on base to lead off an inning. And I think that's what led to those multiple hit innings. When they were getting hits, then they were driving in those runs because they were able to get that leadoff batter on. That's not what Hinds was able to do early. Early on in the contest, you had Ben Davis throwing a heck of a game, and they weren't able to get that leadoff batter on very much at all. They had that one home run that was early in the game that was in the second inning by Evan McCarthy, and then Ben Davis was able to keep it to a one-run game, had 2 strikes there in the 2 outs there in the 7th inning, and just wasn't able to get out of that tough inning there with the error that was made, and then they were able to muster up some runs. Great job there by Brady Davis to come in and shut down everything and the efforts and the momentum that Hinds had built up. And so, Hinds put out a valiant effort. We know what kind of team they are. We've talked about it through the broadcast. They can put the bat on the ball. They did that today. They can also throw the ball. So kudos, and again, hats off to Hinds. It was an 8-4 contest, but again, I think ICC just did a better job today of getting runners on, especially that leadoff runner on, and I think that's what led to the success and the 8-4 win today.
That game recap being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. They're located at 499 Gloucester Creek Village there in Tupelo. The Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi is the preferred choice of orthopedic care. Take a look at some final lines here as ICC, 8 runs, 12 hits, 4 errors. That's something they can clean up going into game 2. And then for Hinds, 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Of course, that's something they're going to want to clean up there going into game 2 as well. Hinds falls to 27-23 overall. ICC improves to 34-11, and they go up 1-0 here in the best of 3 series. All right, let's take a look at some stats here. And for Hinds, they were led in batting by Coleman. He was 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and an RBI. McCarthy had a solo home run as he finished 1 for 3 with a walk, RBI, and a run scored. Chisholm had a double. He did walk. He reached twice on 2 errors. And then the other hit of the afternoon was Clay Benson and Cameron Hill, both with singles. For ICC, they spread around 12 hits, and boy, the lineup got it done for them this evening as Martin Knowledge had a double, Verdong had a double. Jackson Settlemyers, he was 3 for 4, 2 2-run home runs and a single. You had Jackson Lee, who was 2 for 4 with a pair of singles and a stolen base. He also added an RBI. Go back. Settlemyers had 4 RBIs. That's obviously the case there when he had 2 2-run home runs. You had Bo Rock with a single, Gray Bain with a single, and then Dre McCray with a single, and Ty Robinson in that 9 spot today. You got to give credit to him. He had a double, a single, and a sacrifice bunt. He also reached on an error. So that's going to bring us up, Brad, to talk about our Samstown Market star of the game. And
I'm gonna let you name yours first because I got a couple of ways I could go here, and I'm gonna let you name yours first.
Well, I'm gonna go with the obvious. All right, and I'm gonna go with Jackson Settlemyers, as we talked about, 3 for 4 on the afternoon, 2 2-run home runs. He provided that early spark for the Indians to go up big in the game there, as we said. 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. He also had that single, so that is going to be my Samstown Market star of the game. And that's the reason why I went with that, because I'm interested to see what Dr. Boggs has got up his sleeve here.
I'm going with, he is definitely one that I considered in this, and I think definitely noteworthy of that honor this game. But I'm going to go with the Ben Davis, Brady Davis combo. And I think they did a heck of a game. When it comes time to tournament time, of course, I know we're in a best of 3 series here, but if we roll on into Eunice the week after next, which hopefully we're at a good start to do that, it comes down to pitching, and you got to have strong pitching. Ben Davis came in and put a valiant effort in. My opinion, should have had 7 complete. He had 6 2/3. Should have had 7 complete innings out of him. I think he should have had that 7, just wasn't able to get it because of the errors. But Brady Davis came in and was able to fulfill and quiet down the Hinds bats. Great job of pitching there by both those 2 guys. So I'm going to do the Davis combo for my Samstown player of the game.
Ben Davis gets the win. I believe Brady Davis gets the save as he went 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he gets the save in this effort tonight as well. Our Samstown Market star of the game is being brought to you by Samstown Market. They are your choice for fresh meat, produce, dairy, and local products. They're located right there on 371 North in Manatee, or as we like to say, right there in the heart of Manatee. Stop by to see Sam Ferris and all the fine folks at Samstown Market today. So the Indians go up 1-0 here in the best of 3 series, so that gives them the leg up heading into tomorrow's game, which is scheduled for 4 o'clock. But this time of year, weather is always going to be an issue, folks. So we do invite you to follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Visit letsgoicc.com. If you have Instagram, if you prefer that, it's Let's Go ICC there as well. If there is a change to the schedule, we will let you know as soon as we know. So you want to be sure and stay tuned for that. So, Dr. Boz, got anything else you want to add to the evening?
No, I think it's been a great day, and it really has, and I appreciate everything that everybody's done, and big for ICC to get this first win. I'm like you, the weather is something we can't predict with Mother Nature.
Yeah.
And right now there's a lot of rain in the forecast for the next several days, but off and on. But we look to get this series in, and so hope to have another big crowd out here if we play tomorrow. But again, 4 o'clock, current 4 o'clock first pitch.
So, for Dr. Brad Boggs, Lee Adams, Raphael Henry, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton as ICC picks up the Game 1 8-4 win here over the Hinds Eagles. We'll be back tomorrow, scheduled right now for 4 o'clock here on the Red Channel. See you then. Have a blessed evening. And as always, Roll Tribe.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I could go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.